that, going big. I'll move back. Uh, Made a couple adjustments on defense that were good for us. Um, Shared the ball well. We had 3 turnovers in before our first media timeout, and we had 4 at halftime and ended up with 9. Um, so, we did a lot of great things offensively, a lot of great things defensively, and our press got us going a little bit, which was great, and the guys like running it. And so it was a good day, really good day. And that was a good team, guys. I mean, they were older. Jeff's a great coach. And people are going to look at it and be like, well, Maryland should beat them. No, that was a good win. We played well to build that 26-point lead.
We'll start off with Daniel Uyafusi from the Baltimore Sun.
Hey, Coach. Dave, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yesterday night we talked about how the mentality had to change for guys like Aaron Wiggins and Eric Ayala and the way they come out offensively. Just what did you see from them and what did you like from them?
Well, I thought Wiggs was aggressive, made some big time plays off the dribble, step back 3, different things that we see every day. So it was great to see him be aggressive. Kind of had a feeling Eric was going to play well. He practiced well the last 2 days. Was really into it this morning. Hasn't really shot the ball great in practice, but you can kind of see it coming. Made his free throws, which was good. So that was good to see. And then Darryl was terrific. I mean, Darryl was guarding and 8 rebounds, 12 points. We took Darryl out with 7 minutes to go in the game. We weren't quite the same team, but Darryl was terrific too. So, and then I thought Galen, our new guys, Galen and Jarius, were great. Galen was just real solid. Jarius got us going offensively, even though he wasn't scoring. He made 1 3, but we played through him on the post, and we were able to get some things there. And then of course Dante Scott was terrific. He's a guy who played a ton of minutes he was really, in his 16 minutes, he was really good today.
Up next, we'll go to Lila Bromberg from Testudo Times.
Hey, Coach. Just how important was the play of Daryl Morcell early on, with rebounding and also just getting you guys started offensively?
Yeah, Daryl's important, man. He's had a great career to this point, and he's really played well. His shot looks good, doesn't it? I mean, I didn't like a couple of shots he took in the lane in the second half off 1 foot and things like that, but his first 3 looked pure, and he's really worked at it. And he banged his shoulder a little bit a few weeks ago. Has played through it. He's almost 100% healthy now, but he was really playing at a high level. So he's good. He's energy. He gets us going. He locks in. We put him on their little point guard, who's terrific. Locked in on him. So he just gets better. I mean, he gets better every year. He just keeps getting better. Every practice, he gets better in so many areas. So those guys are fun to coach.
And just going off what you had said about Eric, does he seem like a lot more confident out there to you today with just making all of his shots than he did a year ago?
Yeah, I think so. It was good. His mentality's been different this year compared to last year. Just everything, off the court, on the court, everything. He's in a better place, and it showed today. So he knows he needs to score for us to be successful. He needs to take good shots. He needs to run our offense. He needs to guard better, in which he did tonight for the most part. He let down a few times in the second half, but no, I think his mentality's in a good place. It's just got to stay there. I think our whole team's in a good place. I knew we were going to play well. I told him because we practice well. We practice hard, and we compete every day. So we really played well today. There were times we were really, really good.
Up next, we'll go to Emily Giambalvo from the Washington Post.
Hey, kind of along the same lines, it seems like we've talked so much about Anthony and Jalen not being here, but those 4 guys who are back and all kind of taking the next step. Do you think kind of that like well-rounded approach offensively is the best formula for you guys?
Yeah, and that's the way we're coaching them, and we're still figuring out exactly how to coach them offensively. And we're going to make guys better. Guys are going to get better and better. But I thought our guys did a good job tonight with the play calls and who to go to, when to go to. Trying to draw fouls, trying to get guys in foul trouble, different things that goes into making a play call for us where we had an advantage. So we did a good job with that. So yeah, it's that way every day in practice. I could put these 5 guys on one team and another 5, and this day this team wins, and the next day this team wins. It's kind of, we're deep, and Reese was out there. He looked like he belonged. Took a big charge for us, and so it's nice to have this depth. It really is. It's really quality depth. Now, obviously, as a head coach, I still feel a little bit more comfortable with those 4, 5 guys that were here last year. I think you saw a much improved Hakeem Hart, even though he didn't shoot the ball well. He just makes plays look easy for himself and other people. So just got to figure out how to get him a little bit more time. We got so many good players. It's tough to get everybody in there.
Up next, we'll go to Scott Abraham from ABC 7.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the first one of the season. Obviously, such a unique experience, no fans, 2:00 opening tip. What was this whole experience like for you?
I don't want this to steal the headlines, but I'll use the word unique instead of weird. Not shaking hands with the coaches, you're just waving at them. And, we were so messed up at starting lineups. Our guys didn't know that they were allowed to touch each other. They didn't huddle after, normally you huddle after starting lineups and you come back into a huddle. Our guys were like, they were nervous or confused. So it was unique. And then we got this music that plays, and it's not really music. It's just like noise. And you can turn it up to 85. I think we had it on 75. And after a while, I don't hear it, but I can't imagine, some people that were in the stands today listening to it. So it's different. It really is. But I'll tell you this, it was fun. It was fun to be back out there. It was taken away from us, rightfully so, last year. And, it's just fun to play a game. And, we know every day that we can play a game, it's a blessing. And I think there's 20 to 25 Division I games that are canceled today. So it was great to play one. Old Dominion did their part. We did our part. Referees did their part, which allowed us to play today. So when you get one in, it's a great feeling.
And a quick follow-up, Coach, even though there were no fans, it seemed like your players really kind of brought their own energy. I saw the bench going crazy on numerous plays. It seemed like they kind of embraced, helping out their teammates by bringing that energy. Yeah,
that's what we're about. It's been hard because we've been practicing so much and beating up on each other, but we're all about positive energy. And, the way we react to certain things. And our guys did that. Our guys really like each other. They like to compete against each other, but they like to see guys do well, and they coach each other and they help each other. So that's good. But yeah, you're right. When we really got it going, we started making shots. Our guys were into it, and that's a really strange deal. There's guys 9 feet behind me that are coming into the game. They all have their own chairs. That's unique. I don't like setting up in front, but I thought it was the thing to do. And when it's 21 all, I almost changed seats, but you're not allowed to because you can only sit in this seat. So it's different, but we'll all get used to it.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
Up next, we'll go to David Suggs from the Diamondback.
Hi, Coach.
Hey.
What kind of motivated your move to switch to the press, and how did you think the team adjusted all in all? It's typically, I don't think you see a ton of press, maybe a non-conference play. How do you think the team kind of adjusted to the move, and what motivated you to make that decision?
Yeah, our guys like it. We put it in, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, and you're working on your man defense, you're working on sets and things, and there's so much stuff we have to get better at. I think we have 3 out of bounds underplays. We don't have a lot of stuff in because you're just so far behind because of what's going on. But that's one thing they like. I know they like it. I like how we adjusted to their press offense with it. Navy will come in with a whole new plan, Mount St. Mary's. If that happens, it'll be a whole new plan. So we have to adjust. But our guys like it, and even when we didn't get steals, and they did a great job in press offense. They were resetting and starting their plays at 16 on the shot clock. It's a lot easier to guard for 16 seconds than it is for 25. So, we did some things defensively today. We really haven't practiced a lot. I just thought it was the best thing to do. And that's why you play these games, just to just get different situations that are going on out there and see how quickly your guys can adjust. And our guys did a great job adjusting quickly.
Our last question today will go to Alex Flum from WDVM.
Hey, Coach Turgeon. You've been saying that you were hoping that the play from practice would translate to the game. Saying today it seems like it did. What does it say about this team from a mental standpoint of everything they've been through in this offseason, the last few weeks, of how they were able to come out today and play as well as they did?
Well, we all love basketball, and that's why we're here. We love to play it. We love to coach it. We love to compete. And it was just such a great feeling. Just to play the game, and the game part's the same, the strategy, the X and O's, all that stuff, it's all the same. Now all the other stuff, TV cameras, which eventually, and all that stuff will be out there too. But our guys just like to play basketball, and so they know it's a blessing. They're not going to take it for granted, and they're going to go out and try to play as best they can. But when you practice well, you usually play well, and so far to this point, we've practiced well, and it showed today.
Thanks,
All
Coach.
right. Thanks, Coach Turgeon.
All right, guys, be good.